Hello, everyone. Today we're going to see what happens when you accidentally sell drugs to an undercover cop while at work. Let's see what happens, shall we?
In early 2023, detectives received a Crime Stopper tip that a store employee was selling drugs at the Treasure Coast Square Mall in Jensen Beach, Florida. A
Florida.
27-year-old male named Patrick thought it was wise to launch a side hustle within Zoomies, where he sold hallucinogens and other unconventional items not approved by Zoomies to customers of all ages. As per the Martin County Sheriff's Office, Patrick had been selling mushrooms for a couple months in the store. Undercover detectives initially spoke with Patrick at the store. Later, they returned on 2 separate occasions and purchased psilocybin mushrooms from him. On September 1st, Patrick's rapidly expanding enterprise would soon face its abrupt downfall.
I mean, come on, it's Zoomies and it's Florida. What did you expect? Come on now. Seriously.
What's up, man?
Patrick, how are you, buddy?
What up?
Patrick.
Bam.
Put your hands behind your back.
We'll explain everything in a second, okay? You just mine's double off. You got him. Hang on. About here.
Sir, that goes on the clearance aisle over to the left there. If you could just, yeah, face it up a little bit too.
Hello, how are you? What's his black backpack?
What's up?
He's got a black backpack. Is this his? This one's his? Thank you.
Alright, now I'm just gonna double lock these on you, okay? So they don't walk up on you, okay?
Yep.
We'll explain everything to you here in a minute, alright?
Backpack's good.
Do you have anything in your pocket that's gonna stick me, hurt me, anything like that?
Oh, none of those did you? Got
You, where's your black backpack at?
my black backpack?
Yeah.
Got it.
Got it.
Upon searching his bag, they discovered a 30-gram plastic Ziploc bag containing mushrooms that tested positive for psilocybin.
Nothing else on you. Nothing issues.
Wow.
What's up? Probably would, yeah.
He'll be able to make phone calls too when he gets to the office, alright?
Alright.
Just walk out.
Thank you.
They think that's some serious bit in this guy, bro.
That's the show.
You sure you didn't even take like some pre-workout or something before this? I mean, come on, dude.
Go out and get a left, okay? Okay.
I know another guy shouldn't say this to another guy, but there were some pretty tight ball huggers there, bud. I'm just saying. My God.
We are just outside the where the movie theaters are.
Or actually, if one of you guys want to take a photo.
I'll do that. Anybody got their work phone on them?
I'm gonna write that secretary, okay?
What's up?
We're gonna write this secretary, okay?
Okay.
Hey. Go ahead. I'm on the other side.
Here you go in the front seat, alright?
Alright.
Guys, we're just going back to the office?
Yeah. Can you pull a police service call for Zoomies, white male 1015, 51 to SID?
He was subsequently taken to the police department for an interview regarding the events that had taken place.
Alright, Brandon. You good? Yep. What's your name, dude?
Patrick.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Obviously, we're here because you got yourself in a little bit of a pickle. Alright. Do you have any idea? I don't know if anyone explained anything to you yet or anything.
No.
So, months ago, we got complaints of you selling mushrooms, weed, just stuff to not only people coming in and out of the store, but also the juveniles. Okay? Does any of this ring a bell at all?
No.
You don't sell anything? Nothing at all?
No.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna stick with?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, you had a black bag with you today.
Yes.
Is that your back bag?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what was inside of it?
Yeah.
What was inside of it?
There were mushrooms inside the bag.
Do you use mushrooms?
Yes.
How much mushrooms do you use at a time?
I microdose them usually, but about a gram.
Now, what if I told you that we've been buying from you for a bit? Still, does any of this ring a bell? Like, you've been selling, we've seen you, we've dealt with you.
Okay.
Do you want me to elaborate, like, refresh your mind a little?
If you want.
It's a little blurry. That's you in the store.
Mm-hmm.
That's you during a deal that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Do you have that outfit?
I do, I just got it.
Yeah. So, once again, that's you. We know for a fact you deal.
Okay.
So, do you do it to, like, help yourself with extra money, with financially, or help people out, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't do anything bad, nothing that bad, so.
And I'm not saying that you're a bad person, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We get it, like, hey, you give a little here, take a little there, it's for extra money,
Shit, bro.
right?
I'm just saying.
What I'm trying to understand is, number one, what the actual reason is for you to sell it. I'm not saying you're a bad dude. Like, you know, you don't look like a Pablo Escobar. Like, are you? I mean, I might be confused. Does anyone at the store know that you do it for extra money, or
No.
no one else is involved with it?
Mm-mm.
How much do you sell at a time, dude?
Not much.
Well, what's not much? I mean, you had what? How much did you have with him? Anyone? How much did you have with him?
30 grams.
30 grams. I mean, that's typically how much would you sell that for?
Not much.
What's not much?
$160.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot for $160. Like, $160 is pretty cheap compared to what I thought an ounce of mushrooms would be.
Partially for the money, but at the same time, mushrooms for a lot of people are medicine and they help a lot of people with a lot of issues, so I don't really need too much
Very
money.
true.
So.
How much would you get that for that you could sell it for 160?
How much would I get that for?
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
What's not much?
50, 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're making like $100 profit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming if you buy it in bulk, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a good deal.
I don't really deal with mushrooms too much.
No?
No, it's fairly recent that it's been selling much, and clearly this is why.
Yeah. How long have you been working at Zoomies?
A year in November.
Have you been doing it the whole time there?
No.
No? How long have you been selling out of the store?
A month or two.
Okay. So you see what the issue here is, right? Like, how big of a clientele do you have?
Not much.
Not much?
I don't make that much money.
Okay.
Does it
Well, the
fucking
issue
matter?
obviously still stands that we're here, obviously, so.
Yeah.
Patrick claimed that he had been engaging in the mushroom trade for approximately a year, seeing it as a strategic maneuver to expand his customer base discreetly within the realm of Zoomies.
How long have you been selling the mushrooms for?
Maybe like a year.
So you just started selling them in the last 2 months at Zoomies, but you've been selling it for a year overall?
About.
Where do you typically get it from?
A guy.
Like locally, at the mall?
Yeah, an old friend.
Well, you don't seem like a bad dude, man. It's just one of those things
I've
where
heard,
you got
yeah.
caught up. Yeah. How much mushrooms do you think this dude has that you usually get it from?
He has, I'm not sure. He usually has like chocolate bars, but it's mainly weed that I get from him. But I've stocked up a long time ago on mushrooms, so that's why I kind of. I used to take more myself, but after like a really bad trip, I stopped taking them as much. It was mainly for me at 1st, just to kind of stock up because they're hard to get.
Yeah. The dude that you get it in Port St. Lucie, you
Mm-hmm.
said he has bars.
Chocolate bars.
The stuff you had today wasn't chocolate bars.
Oh no, that's what I said. He usually has chocolate bars. I had gotten it a while ago.
So that was from a while ago, from that same guy?
Yeah, those are pretty old in there.
Okay. Alright, just give me a second. Dude, let me just ask you though. So obviously, not only do people, tourists, whatever, just come in and randomly ask you, and you just kind of give it to them. What about like kids, like juveniles?
Oh no.
You don't deal with juveniles,
I try my best. I mean, I don't ID people, but
like, because the issue that, like I said, the whole reason this started is because kids are getting it, man.
I've never sold mushrooms to any kids.
Well, juveniles. I mean, in the teenage years, I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference.
I mean, like I said, I don't ID, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had anyone tell you that they've had a really bad trip or anything off the stuff you gave them?
No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
But you've had yourself personally.
Well, I took way too many.
How much is way too many?
It was about 14 grams.
You took a whole 14 grams, just ate them?
Well, it's called. I mean, it's called. I don't want to go into the whole specifics.
No, I'm curious. This is me just.
It's called lemon teching. Basically, if you grind up the mushrooms and put them in lemon juice, which is citric acid reacts to the psilocybin in the mushrooms, which it makes it. It basically doubles the dose, but it shortens the trip.
Oh.
So where the trip you take 7 grams, the trip might last 8 hours. If you lemon tech 7 grams, you're gonna trip way harder, but it'll only be for like 2-3 hours.
Shit.
Yeah.
So what do? Do you like shut everything off and kind of just meditate?
Well, that time I did it. I was in a really bad place at the time, so I did that. I did it in the dark in my bed, and I like time traveled. It was scary. I like partied with demon clown guys and stuff. It was fun. Yes. But that's again why I always tell people that you need to weigh it out and you need to know how much you take because they can do that to you. But like I said before, it does help. I mean, it's obviously mushrooms are starting to be legalized throughout the country. It does help in a therapeutic in sense.
No, I've heard that. I've definitely heard that. Where do you have your ounces?
I'd rather not answer that.
Okay, that's fine.
Real quick, was there anybody else working at Zoomies today, or is it just you?
I had one other worker.
So there's somebody there right now?
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause we walked out with you and didn't see anybody else in there. I want to make sure it's secure.
No, yeah, she's supposed to.
It's a little too late for that, bro.
Alright.
So you don't want to say where the rest of it is?
I'd rather not.
Okay, I mean, yeah, we're right to say no. I just want to make sure that it's not laying around where someone can get to it or try it or kid or anything like that.
Nope.
You plans to ever do this again?
To sell and stuff like that?
Yeah.
After, if I get out of this, no, this is my.
Like you said, unfortunately, what really was I don't want to say bread and butter because that sounds like a terrible way to put it, but the most unfortunate part about this is that we were getting complaints that kids were getting hold of this and that kids were buying it.
That's just
and when we say kids, but we mean people under 18 years old. And you know just as well as I do, like it's hard to see or tell how old somebody is because sometimes
I'm very
dudes,
curious
girls,
about that. That's why I'm very curious about it because most people, I mean, they're all seem to be adults to me. That's why I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Especially the mushrooms is I have a very even when friends of mine ask because I do have people are 18 and close. I tell them I do not give mushrooms to children.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2". How long have you been growing a beard?
It's been a while now, 6+ years.
Yeah, 6+ years. How old are you?
I'm 28, turning 28.
28. Okay, so I mean, like when you were in high school, did you have facial hair?
Mm-hmm. I have facial hair.
No,
I definitely understand. I definitely understand that.
You probably could have walked into a gas station and like bought beer. You know what I mean?
The funny part is that when I was underage, I never got ID'd, and as soon as I came of age, I got ID'd.
Usually how it happens.
Yeah, it was very.
Well, you know what I mean? Like it's hard.
No, I definitely understand that. I will say I have been very advocate for with anybody who ever asked me that I do not give mushrooms.
I believe that. I don't believe you.
To anyone, because as somebody who, like I said, tripped too bad, I understand that it could severely mess up your mental state.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we're not saying you specifically went out and saw it.
No, I understand. Listen,
it's just
I
unfortunate.
I did this. I fully understand the ramifications of my choices. I get it. But, however, if I could say one thing, I always made sure that mushrooms never went to kids.
Of course. Of course. No, I understand what you're saying, man. Does like your trips, when you go on a trip, is it like always the same or is it something different each time?
I would say so. That one time was the only time I ever saw anything that wasn't there. All the other times, it's usually just, things are just kind of moving and colors are
moving. You're like on that 70s show kind of?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, you look at your phone and everything's dancing around. It's usually pretty fun until you abuse it to the point where you take way too much and then it's your own. Like I said, I saw like crazy demon clowns and stuff that time traveled with.
Right? Like
yeah.
Patrick was charged with felony counts of possession of a controlled substance, ×2. Sell, manufacture, distribute Schedule 1, 3, or 4 drugs, times 2. And unlawful use of a two-way communication device, times 2.
And being a really cool dude, times 2.
Lastly, his bond was set at $120,000. Head over to Code Blue Can.
Wow. Jeez. Well, I guess that's why you don't sell drugs to undercover cops while at work at Zoomies. But one thing to remember, if you're in Florida, you work at Zoomies, and you're a pretty cool dude, you'll be a pretty cool dude. Well, guys, that's what we get. So, yeah, don't sell drugs at work, especially undercover cops. Alrighty, y'all. Till next time, be safe.